They are not going for honey, they are not flying in the flowers, they are just standing there waiting for danger. And that means to everybody, we have a trouble and all the bees will attack you.
If you like freaky insects, macro photography, you are in luck. We have Isaac here. Hi, Isaac. How are you doing?
So good. Thank you for inviting.
Just give an introduction about yourself to the people watching.
I am Zach Palafox. I am from Mexico City. I'm starting in photography because of advertising. I have a digital marketing company. So I was working in that for 20 years. A lot of my clients ask me for product photography or something like that. 2014, I decided to buy my first camera. I'm start practicing. My first picture was about products and people, landscape, but was in the 2017 when I had a depression, and I'm start taking walks, taking pictures of bugs as a part of my therapy. And in that way, I'm start to understanding a lot of things, and I enjoy it a lot. I discovered this passion in that days. So since 2017, I'm just doing macro pictures. And lately, I buy a telephoto. And I'm starting to take another kind of pictures of animals too, or the moon. But my really passion is insects and arachnids.
Awesome. Well, let's take a look at your picture showcase. I'll share one of the pictures that you sent me. Give me 1 second here. This guy is quite a character.
Yes, yes. This is one actually kind of amateur because I take it with an iPhone, a very old version of an iPhone. And that bug was in the window outside. We were in a place in Mexico called Valle de Bravo, and we were celebrating the end of the year. In my ex company, we used to do a party every December to celebrate the end of the year. So we were all of us together, and that guy come to the window, and one of the girls that was working with me gets so scared, like, "Oh my God, what is that? He's looking at us!" And I saw it like very curious, looking directly to us, like you can just see the eyes and everything. I was like, "Wow!" And I take the picture. I really like it.
With the iPhone? It was not even a real camera. You took this with the iPhone. Is that what you said?
Yes, with an iPhone. I have multiple lenses. I use my main camera is a Sony Alpha, and I have two different kinds of macro with the Sony Alpha. I have a 90 millimeters that is a very professional one, and another one that is called Yasuhara Nanoha that is a super macro. This kind of lens usually uses the dentist to see your cavities, to see problems in your teeth. And for the iPhone, I was buy a kind of lens that you can put over your original lens in the iPhone. You know what I mean? You put it like over the lens, and that is working like a zoom, like a super zoom. I think that this guy, this grasshopper, was the very first bug that I take as a picture and inspired me to do it because I really like it. For me, it's very amazing see their tiny world.
I think it just wanted to join the party. I think the grasshopper was jealous seeing everybody have fun. And
Yes, for sure she want to join us in the party.
let me zoom in on this because we gotta look at his face so closely here. There we
Yes,
go.
yes, it's crazy, no?
Look at those eyes. They're like they're cross-eyed, right?
Yes, yes. So that little dots that you are looking there are not like real looking at us, but they use it as self-defense to scary predators. Because if you move and when the insect is alive, it looks like the insect is all the time looking at you, but it's not really looking at you. It's just an effect of the light crossing the spheres of the eyes.
That's fake eyes. That's cool. I did
Yes,
not
it's
know
yes,
that.
kind of fake eyes just to scare predators. Yeah. This is why we were looking at it and say, "Wow, why he's looking at us like so focused," you know. But no, all of them do that. It's a system to protect themselves.
Okay, let me get your next one. The details here are incredible.
I went to here in Toledo. I am from Toledo, Ohio. Here we have one of the most beautiful zoos in the United States. That's the Toledo Zoo. They have a huge park that is full of amphibians and frogs and toads. I was lucky because he was exactly in the part of the light that is exactly in the eye. So that allowed me to take that details to receive the perfect light. For me, the pictures are about light. Control the light, and the most you understand what is happening with the light in your picture, the most beautiful picture you will have. In the zoo, and usually in places where the animals are under control of humans, you cannot use flash or diffusers when the animal is in the total freedom with no flash. Try to take advantage of the natural light.
So you did not use flash for this
No,
picture?
no,
Oh
no.
wow.
This reflection is a lamp that is in the top of that part, but it's not my own lamp. It's not my flash. But looks very amazing, no? Like he was exactly in the position that that light looks like a professional light.
You can see the individual blood vessels in its eye. The detail is incredible there.
Yeah, this in the colors and the texture is very impressive. Talking about insects, arachnids, or amphibians, most of people is like, oh no, I don't want to see it. But I think that there is something beautiful inside every one of these creatures.
Is that a bullfrog, or do you know what kind of frog that is? A toad or a frog?
It's a
Yes.
toad. Yeah.
Do you remember what kind?
No, because they have thousands in that park. The guy that was working there told us that there are 200 different species in the same place. It's very
Oh,
amazing. If someone from Ohio or from Toledo is around, I recommend it to go to the zoo because they take care of the animals. A lot of professional people working there, and the variety of animals that they have there is very impressive. I recommend it. If you are a photographer, you should go to the zoo to practice because you will have a very nice time.
let's look at your next one. It's like a cheetah colors or something here.
I took it in Chapultepec. That time, in that moment, I was very depressed. In the 2017, I was struggling with a lot of mental problems, loneliness, depression. My therapist recommended me to take walks, to ride, to do all of these things. When you take a time just to sit in the park, in the forest, to appreciate the tiny things on earth, you notice that it doesn't matter what happened with your problems. Like the life goes, the life continues. When you see a bug, especially a butterfly, it's like they have three different kinds of life. They born a worm, and they became a chrysalid, and they became a butterfly. They live three times, and every time that they live, they are totally different animals, and they don't
Oh,
remember what happened in the past. They are just living their lives. Like I feel like I am that butterfly, I am the tree, I am the grass, I am everything at the same time, because the reality is that we are this planet. All of us are this planet. We together are all of this world, no, not just an individual, but all of us, even the butterflies, the grass, the flowers, the trees, are the same thing here in this part of the universe. So actually, that picture was my first picture that became like viral, like reach a lot of people, and a lot of people. I wrote a poem in that picture about these things that I am telling you, and a lot of people text me like, I was feeling so bad when I read your words, I feel better. And I think that you are right. We are all together at the same time, not an individual thing. Some people from Spain text me and they use it in a magazine called Entomologic Magazine of Spain, and
oh.
was in a magazine and was the first picture of bugs that me that became like famous. This is why I love it.
Do you know what kind of butterfly it is by any
Yes,
chance?
it's in Spanish is mariposa búho, like owl butterfly, because in the wings they have the face of a owl. They open the wings, and if there is a predator and see the butterfly, the predator thinks that it's an owl, not a butterfly.
Here's a close up of it. Look at the stripes in the
Yes,
eyes. I love the colors, and I love your thoughtfulness behind the picture that we're all in this together. That was deep. Go to the next one. This is a
yeah.
cute little guy or girl. I don't
Yes,
know.
this is a boy, and it's one of my favorites too. This salticidae spider, jumping spider. They are everywhere around the world. This animal is tiny, but it's so smart that scientists are studying it because they have huge brains, and they do amazing things. Like, did you know that these animals can fly? They build with the web a kind of balloon that they are
Oh,
waiting for air to make them fly. When they are a lot of time, for example, looking for something to eat and they cannot find anything, they just go to the top and start to taking out the web until that form a balloon and they fly. it's called ballooning. And so I'm so sorry for people who is arachnophobic, but yes, spiders can fly if they want it.
They should call it flying spider instead of jumping spider.
Yes, yes. But when you take a picture of a salticida, you will notice that all of them react in different way. Even when they are the same animal, the same species, they act totally different. Some of them could be nervous, some of them could be curious. If you look into some videos that I take from these spiders in my Instagram, some of them get angry when I am with the yeah, when I am with the camera, and they jump to the camera trying to bite it, like hey, what are you doing? And bite and try. And I take some videos of that jumping to my camera. I was so amazed. Like they are just distracted, and suddenly they saw the camera, and they are like, "What?" Boom! Jump and attack my camera. I know that a lot of people is so nervous about the spiders, but it's so hard to be bitten by a spider. Actually, it's not common, and they are not dangerous animals at all.
Have you ever been bitten by a spider before?
No, no, never, never. I touch it with my hands, and they don't bite because we are not their food. Spiders are very smart animals, and they have limited resources like energy, like poison. The poison is not working with humans. The first, and the second thing is that we are huge. We are giants. So the natural way that the spider reacts when you are trying to catch it or to touch it is that they are trying to run away from you. They are just charming animals, very smart, very beautiful to watch.
Why did you move from Mexico to US, United States?
I arrived in November of the last year because my family's wife is from here. We came to see my parents-in-law. We spent the holidays, the Christmas. At the beginning, we were just coming for that reason. In January, my wife talked to me, and she expressed me that she wanted to be more time with her parents, with her family. So we decided to be here, and we get married, and we start.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we start to building a life here in the last months.
Are you waiting for your green card
Yes,
now?
I
Then
I am in the process, on all of this process, in the interviews and all of this. It's a long time. In the system says like 36 months waiting. It's an adventure.
have you seen that 90 Day Fiance show
No,
on TV?
yes, I think that my wife talked to me about it. 90 days. It's that show where
Yeah.
the people is getting married to here in the United States, and they do like a kind of trial. Yeah.
Breasts are showing. That's correct, but they're not nudes.
So take off your damn hat. Those are nude.
Yeah, yeah, they do. They have 90 days to get married here. See if we can get you on a reality TV show here. All right, here's the next one.
That bees are endemic bees from Colombia. I was traveling with
Oh,
my wife around Colombia. We were traveling around Medellin, and there is a particular place around Medellin, a city called Jardín. And in Jardín, they take care of bees. We go to this city to see all the process of bees producing honey. In that place, they have like close to 500 different species of bees. Like
wow.
a lot, yes. This is a kind of bee that build a kind of tunnel in the roots of the tree. So I went down, and I didn't know this, but the guy explained us that these kind of bees, they have a kind of safe security guardians or something. That kind of bees are protecting the full colony, and their only meaning of life is to be there, like standing in the door of the colony, taking care of everyone. So that bees spend the full life, his whole life, like it's 60 days. They live for 60 days. And the 60 days that they are alive, they are just standing in the door, taking
Just
care of.
guarding, just guarding the colony.
Yes, that's the meaning of their life. They are not going for honey. They are not flying in the flowers. They are not doing anything. They are just standing there waiting for danger. And when you produce something that they recognize as dangerous, they start to vibing, and that means to everybody, come here, we have a trouble, and all the bees will go out and they will attack you. So if you kill one of them, all the colony will go behind you. If you try to do something against the colony, all the colony will act all the time as a single individual.
And that's a crazy life, though. Their whole life is just guarding and protecting.
Yeah, yes.
That's
And they
wow.
don't choose it. They don't choose it because they don't even have like brains or nothing. Every bug, every insect in Earth has a mission and they are acting without brains. You can think like, oh, they are very smart, but they are not. They are never thinking. They are just acting like a
Mm,
mass, So
yeah.
it's very, very interesting.
Well, before we look at your last picture, I think we have one more left. Do you have any wild or crazy stories? Have you seen any insects like attack each other or fight each other? Or have you seen anything out there in the wild that you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I just saw that?
Yes, when we were in Colombia traveling, with my wife, we went to the Amazon rainforest. We spent 3 days in the jungle in the main Amazon river. So it was one of my scariest and impressive experience in my life. The Amazon rainforest is like another full country. It's giant. It's incredible. When you are in the flight, if you're looking down to the plane, you feel like you are flying over a giant broccoli because there are so many trees that you cannot even see what is under that. And when you are walking in the jungle, again, there are so many trees that you cannot see the sky, you cannot see the sun. You feel all the time like the jungle is eating you. When we were standing there, we have a terrifying experience with mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are,
Mosquitoes.
yes, they are the most dangerous animal on earth. Like they kill more humans than other humans. Mosquitoes kill close to 1 million humans per year, and we cannot do anything about it. They are our natural predators. So, since when you arrive to the airport, they told you that you need to put vaccines, like 3 different vaccines from malaria, from yellow fever, because Amazon rainforest is a protected area and environment for predators, for everything. You cannot use a bug killer, you cannot use all of these things inside the jungle. So what do you think to do is use a mask, use a special hat, and pray. Pray,
That's
pray, pray.
right.
They are everywhere. It's the first time in my life where I was totally annoyed. All the time. It's incredible that you walk 2 steps out of your cabin and you see like 2,000 bugs. 2,000.
2000?
They are everywhere, everywhere. The Amazon rainforest is the part of the planet where are more life per square meter. You will see tarantulas, reptiles, thousands of birds, thousands of bugs, thousands of frogs. Like it's everywhere. It's amazing. But the most terrifying are the mosquitoes. You cannot be standing so much because they are start to flying over you all the time, like a full cloud. Was very,
Oh
very
my God.
impressive. I cannot say that it's a vacation because definitely it's not a vacation. It's an adventure and it's not for everyone. Like if you are going, you need to know what will happen. You will not be comfy. There's no hot water. There is no like commodities. Nothing comfy. Everything is very uncomfy actually. So uncomfy. Just if you really like to see what is happening with the savage part of our planet and to live the experience to be very, very immersed in nature. So that's one of my favorite experience.
I'm glad you survived the mosquito cloud and was able to live and tell
Yeah,
about it.
thank you.
I'll share your last. I think this is the last one I picked. Very interesting composition here.
We call it in Mexico periquitos de hoja. Here in English, I think that is leaf grasshopper or leaf hoppers. They are tiny, tiny, close to microscope. You cannot see it. What for me was amazing, exactly as you said, was the symmetry. So all their lives, they live hidden between the leaves of the flowers, of the trees. And when they are mating, they produce a liquid in their bodies that they use like a perfume. In my Instagram, there is a video of one of these animals making a giant sphere of this thing, and that thing attracts the others. So when I see these bugs mating and meeting each other by an accident because they born and they just fly and they are just random, and suddenly, boom, in the next leaf, there is real life. So I take the picture thinking about it and I share it, and a lot of people like it too.
I love the colors. I'm gonna zoom in on this blue one here. I love the spots on the back of it.
Yes.
That's cool.
I like it that one of them is cold and the other is hot color. So I like that difference and that symmetry between the cold and the hot.
And I love the bokeh of the leaves. You got it split almost perfectly down the center of the frame. Almost looks like these things could be those pins women put in their hair. Like
Exactly. Yes.
that would be a cool design. Someone could take these designs and make them into hair clips or hair, something
Yes.
like that.
Yes, it is. Actually, bugs and insects are inspiring a lot of artists in the world. Since I've started doing this, a lot of people ask for my pictures for using art. A girl from Paraguay that owns a kindergarten, and she asked me about using my pictures for showing the children about bugs and all of this. Definitely, bugs, insects, and arachnids used to inspire people and artists in general. I really like it, and I hope that the life continue allowing me to take pictures and to knowing more about this fascinating world.
Do you have like a dream shot or a dream animal that you hope to capture someday on your bucket list?
Yes, in my bucket list are mantis. Mantis are so smart. It's so difficult to find it in the natural state, in the savage world, because they use mimetism so good and it's so hard for you to see them. In my life, I am only seeing one mantis. Like in the pandemic in the 2020, I was taking a coffee in a park and the mantis was hurted and fall in my arm. She was like sick and dying because she was like bleeding, taking a liquid. The face was damaged too, and one of the legs was damaged. So when I take pictures of that, people just don't like it because they don't look like very photogenic. I
Yeah.
prefer to find someone that is alive and not dying.
At first, I thought you said manatee, like those things in the water, the big like whales or whatever. Like that.
Yeah. Now, how is the word in English? Is mantis, no? Or how you say?
Pray, praying mantis.
Yeah, praying
Yes,
mantis.
yes.
That's very impressive animals. There are the only two insects in the world that can kill a spider, and one of them is the praying mantis, and the other is the killer bug. The killer bug actually can kill a human too because they share illness, a heart disease. You can receive a heart disease by a killer bug if he bites you. So I take pictures of killer bugs in the natural state because in Mexico we have a lot. But mantis, I never like. I'm really dying for find a place where there are a lot of mantis, but it's kind of hard.
I think that's it. Any final thoughts? What's your Instagram? How do you prefer people reach out to you if they want to, contact you?
My Instagram is Sabu Across the Universe, where I share all my box pictures. I have three Instagrams, but my main account is Sabu Across the Universe. I have close to 200,000 followers. I have another account in Instagram that is for my food pictures that is called Bien Bonito. And the other one is for landscape about my trips and it's called In the Art of Stopping.
It's actually hard to manage 3 accounts. 3 accounts.
Yeah, but I like it because the landscape and the buildings and are totally different than models and food than box. It's better to separate and to focus just in one thing because in that way you will catch a better audience. That is working for at least for me.
Well, thank you so much. Do you mind just sticking around here for a second? I want to make sure everything gets uploaded
Yeah,
to the web. Thank you.
thank you.